Sarah Cawood bravely showed off her lumpectomy scars on Friday, with fans who are following her breast cancer journey. The TV personality, 50, shared a pixelated photograph of her breast and small scars on her chest, saying she was happy with the results just 2 weeks post-surgery. It comes after Sarah slammed online trolls who said that a recent interview she did about her cancer diagnosis was pointless. Hoping the pixelation means I'm within the decency boundaries on Instagram, she began her post. 2 very neat scars. Post-lumpectomy by 2 weeks. Sharing so you can see how my journey is going. Still a blue tit, she added, referring to some bruising. A lumpectomy is surgery to remove cancer or infected tissue from the breast. The size of tissue taken out depends on individual factors in each person, including the type of cancer, the size of breasts and size of the tumor. It comes after Sarah slammed online trolls who said that a recent interview she did about her cancer diagnosis was pointless. The presenter revealed last month she'd been diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer after doctors discovered a lump during her routine mammogram. The live and kicking host took to her Instagram account to vent her fury and urged women to continue to get checked. Sarah said she feels very lucky for all her support from her followers and friends. Chatting on her phone while waiting to pick up her kids from school, she began, "I am feeling very chipper, people are lovely and I'm completely over last week's trolling. Well, they were more like keyboard warriors. I did block one of them." The fiery redhead went on to explain her reasoning for banning the followers from her page, saying, "The lady that said that my interview was pointless and offensive, do you know why I blocked her? 'Cause that is bull-st. I have had so many people tell me they have booked mammograms off the back of my diagnosis, so if one of those women get a breast cancer diagnosis, how can that be offensive or pointless?" she ranted. "So FKU and the horse you rode in on. Climb back in your box, BH." The popular presenter then took a moment before signing off, saying, "Thank you for being luscious people." The video comes after Sarah admitted she dreaded telling her children about her breast cancer diagnosis as the family were still grieving the loss of a friend who had died from the same disease last year, aged 33. Yet while she was determined not to catastrophize her situation, she was concerned son Hunter, 10, and daughter Autumn, 9, who she shares with husband Andy Mary, would assume she'd suffer the same fate as their family friend. She explained on an episode of Loose Women last month, because of what happened to Faye last year, she was a school mom friend, and so we were so worried that they would just be like, "Oh well, that's it, mummy's a goner." We explained to them it could be any of these things, and what I said was, let's cross those bridges when we come to them. I think we all catastrophize too much about life. Why worry about something that hasn't actually happened yet? Try not to. There's no point. Discussing her diagnosis, she recalled, "I was asked to have another mammogram screening and then I smelt a rat. There was a lump in my armpit, so they did a biopsy. They were so thorough. I had an MRI. I had a pea-sized lump and it was stage 1. It's the very best result you can get. Mine is hormone-fed, which is less aggressive." She continued, "I had a lumpectomy last Wednesday and now I'm here. That's how easy it is. It's one day. That's why nobody should be scared. Especially at my stage. It's really quite straightforward." I feel so lucky. I can't cry into my gin, can I, when I'm stage 1 and there are other people out there that may be stage 3 or stage 4 or they've been terminally diagnosed. That would be really unfair of me. I want people to get checked and face whatever's coming down the track head on and be there to help them. The presenter previously joked her condition was the Carlsberg of breast cancers in reference to the popular If Carlsberg Did advertising campaigns of the early noughties. She told The Sun, "The surgeon went, 'Can you see that? That's a very small cancerous lump.' And I went, 'Oh, okay, is it aggressive?' And she said, 'No.' And I went, 'Brilliant.' I was like, 'Okay, so easily fixed?' And she was like, 'Yes, not really much of a problem.' It really is the Carlsberg of breast cancers. If you have to have it, this is the one to have. I feel really lucky. There are people that really are up St. Creek without a paddle, who have cancer, and I am not that person." Sarah did admit that after coming off HRT, she has been struggling with the effects of the menopause, particularly hot flushes and memory loss. Reflecting on her own career, Sarah admitted that had she bared all and posed for Racy Lads Mag's shoots, like her peer Denise Van Outen, she may have gotten more TV work. Despite describing her breasts as epic, the mother of 2 opted against posing for the shoots due to a weird sense of propriety. Adding her then-boyfriend Adam Devlin also stopped her from bearing all. Sarah rose to fame in the 90s for her presenting role on The Girly Show, before hosting Live and Kicking, Top of the Pops and the Eurovision Song Contest. After many of her presenting jobs were axed or shelved, Sarah said her primary focus is motherhood and raising her 2 children, alongside hosting her menopause podcast Irregular Bitches with pal Lou Mitchell. In 2016 Sarah revealed she was just 24 hours from death when her C-section scar became twisted around her bowel and turned gangrenous. Speaking on Loose Women she said, "I was 24 hours from death," she declared, explaining that her internal organs got stuck to the scar, cutting off the blood supply and developing into septicemia. Finally, 12 hours after she was admitted to A&E, Sarah ended up being operated on in surgery. The former TV star recalled thinking, "Emma Connor," when doctors discovered an obstruction in her stomach, initially believing it could have been an ectopic pregnancy or appendicitis. "I was frightened for my life," she said. "But I didn't know I nearly died until after the surgery. I felt blessed and I see my scar as a victory sign,"